I'm the pastor Michael Bollinger alongside Anthony Calantoni. Anthony, whenever we go back green here, do you want to advise everyone of what we missed?
Yeah, before we actually go back green, because they're in turn four right now, it was just a bad push from the car behind Kenny Reel, and looks like Kenny just had to try and catch it, and he overcorrected a little bit, and he nosed it into the wall coming off of turn four. So it was unfortunate for him. He had a fast car, but we're in the short shoot here, and we're coming back to the restart zone here.
Do you think, Anthony, you want to go and call this restart, bud?
Sure. All right, and green's back out, and we are back to racing.
Yes, we are, as we are going through the gears yet again. By the time they get to turn 4, turn 3, they should be in fit. They should be back almost at full speed. Now things should be getting really interesting now, Anthony, as we should start be seeing 3 wide here in the next handful of laps now, because they don't need a pit again. That caution saved a lot of people.
It definitely did. We're coming to 20 to go this time by, and this is going to pick up a little bit now. See, Tyler's making a move here for the lead. They should be good on fuel to the end of the race. Now, look, you got Nate there following Tyler, but you got Mark behind the 13.
You see, they're getting dicey now. Because I think this will be interesting. Oh, we got one in the wall. We got a wreck in the back. We got a wreck in the back. Caution's out yet again. Second caution of the day. Oh, and that looks like that looks like a pretty bad wreck. So let's see what happened on the VBR. What happened replay presented by W Energy. What do you see happen on that one? From your side of things.
I'm still trying to look.
I have us on board right now with Alex Thompson. See if he can get a look at what happened from our rear facing camera. Oh, Joey Katina tried taking it 3 wide there. Or something happened to Joey Katina to send this thing to three wide. Alright, welcome back to Live EBR Racing Network.
Yeah, it looked like Joey just tried to stick it in a hole that was closing up. That's unfortunate.
But they say that you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes when you're jostling for position. Oh, here's a good look at it. Looks like some of these drivers are also having some blinking problems too, so that could probably be a big factor of some of that too, maybe. Yeah, so that was a VBR What Happened replay. Presented by W Energy. Now, what do you do now? Things are getting interesting. Well, like they say, Anthony, do you want to finish the saying for me? Cautions what?
Cautions breed cautions.
So that could be a big factor into tonight, too, with 18 to go. Who knows, this might have a 1980 style finish to it.
Maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, they don't run caution. They don't run GWCs in the duels.
I will have to check it.
Well, guys, as you guys can tell, Tonight's broadcast is a lot better than what it was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning was one of the worst ones I've ever done. I'll tell you that story off camera, Anthony. That one's not meant for an audience.
Okay.
We got a good little top four here. A good top four that all has a good shot at winning it today. The car I want to look at one more time will be Mark Jorgensen Jr. So let's look at that. Lightning Wraps. And VBR Racing Machine that I'm also going to be driving too every now and then. But tonight, Mark Jorgensen Jr. is taking the wheel for me tonight and this week. For this series, for this race right here, because how can I race in it or even qualify if I'm doing the LCQs and this? Am I right? Once again, guys, this is the Interleague 500 Petersen Family Dual Races. This is the VBR Racing Network presented by W Energy. VBR 24 at checkout, 10% off your order. Coming to 17 laps to go here, Anthony, so I'm thinking we could be in for a good maybe 3 wide, 4 wide photo finish at the line. What are you thinking?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at the checker.
You do what?
I'm getting word that it should be our normal 2 green-white checkers, even with the duels.
Thanks for that, Anthony. Because when I first had it, when I first set everything up here for the booth, when I read the pre-race report, I did not see anything about green-white checkered. So thanks for getting that information for us. So we will have 2 green-white checkered attempts to finish this thing. Mark Jorgensen Jr. Biggert to his outside, to behind him. Guerrero, Dalton. Who do you think? Which lane do you think would have the better start right now? With how it's looking like. Some of the 4 best drivers out there right now, all in the top 4.
I think whichever line can hook up the quickest, bumper to bumper. Whichever line can hook up the quickest and get the pushing going. Once they can line up is the line that will get moving the quickest. But looking at it, I think they're pretty even right now.
No, I do feel like Anthony's going to come down to getting through that big one on that last lap.
I 100% agree.
In fact, when I was at the Daytona 500 a few years ago, which I'll tell you later, as fans are back on their feet, we are back underway at Daytona as Barty waves into the green. The pedals are back to the metal. We're back underway. Through the gears we go yet again. As they were coming to 10 to go, I was telling my uncle, who I was at the race with, it's getting ready to happen. I can feel it. As they had 8 to go, coming into 3 and 4, coming to take 7 to go, chaos ensued. But that didn't say anything about being an iRacing broadcaster, being able to tell when something's about to happen. What does that mean, right?
You could feel trouble brewing.
Well, I could tell by how they were driving because it was coming to 8 to go. It was coming to 7 to go in the Daytona 500. If I knew something was about to happen, the next thing you know, Byron gets into it with Chastain. Byron goes around, then... Rest was history. No, not Byron. No, Byron gets into it. Byron does not go around. But Keselowski do, everybody else behind Byron and Chastain do. That was a crazy race.
You got Mark Jorgensen for the lead.
Here also comes Nate Biggert, too. Remember, if you have scuff marks...
From the 19 to the 13.
Remember, these scuff marks, you see these battle scars? These battle scars can be fixed, but if you have damage, it can be fixed, but it will cost you. you have more than battle scars, you have to have like a whole new car put together. That will cost you. But if it's just battle scars and a little bit of new wrap, then that's fine, because you want your car to look good on TV with the no battle scars, right?
Okay. Tyler making a move to the outside to 50. Oh, bad block there.
Don't they call Tyler Dalton the Reign of Terror for a reason?
Yes, we do. Usually he's the Reign of Terror with poles, but pole positions, but he's a hell of a racer. He is a good sim racer. But he's got a good pusher now behind him, and Mark Jorgensen. Mark is a fantastic pusher.
Oh, they got something going on in the back. Caution! Trouble in the back half of the field. Let's see what happened there as we go to the VBR. What happened replay? Now, we're on your third caution. We have the over-under set at what, 5?
I think I said 3 or 4 we were going to get, and this is our third.
That proves right there anything can and will happen. Anyway, here's what happened here at Turn 3 in Daytona. Chaos ensues yet again, and here's what happened at Speed. Oh, I didn't go far enough back on our replay here, guys. It's like Alex Thompson gets into it again. Let's see what happened. Like the 89 and Alex Thompson maybe get into it. Yeah, the 89, Alex Thompson. Big flash by the 89. Alex Thompson, that looks like the 3 as well. That's with Colby Petersen all involved. Let's look on board Colby Petersen.
That was a weird wreck. Looks like that was some internet issues there. I'm not sure what that was all about.
They don't call them blinkies for nothing. All right. What do you guys on the path to Michael Bollinger, eNASCAR Road to Pro spotter, driver for VBR Racing, owner for VBR Racing, and voice of the VBR Racing Network. Joining me in the booth tonight is Anthony Cal and Tony.
Oh, I know. I see what happened.
Once again, guys, this is the Interleague 500 presented by Chop Shop Racing. Not just the Interleague 500, the Interleague Duels, my bad. The Interleague 500 is the main event. This is the Interleague 500 Duels presented by Petersen family. The Petersen family duel race number 1. Third caution on the day. 12 laps to go. Looks like we'll be taking the green with 10 to go, which means a 10 lap shootout. That's gonna be an entertaining 10 laps, wouldn't you think?
Absolutely, Michael. We're getting down to the crunch time now.
It's go time now. I think we'll be seeing 3 wide within the first 2 laps of going back green, because it's go time.
Yeah, guys are going to start getting desperate, trying to make that top 16 for the main event card. But then who knows what the guys up front are going to do who are in position to win the money. This is a good time for these guys to catch their breath. Think about how they're going to make their moves now for the end of this race. come up with some final strategy. It's going to just get broken.
I can't say this too, Anthony. A lot of these guys too have got to be tired after only a couple hour break from a whole long day, from a long portion of racing this weekend.
Yeah, it catches up to you.
Because I know a lot of these guys did run the 24 this past weekend, so some of these guys got to be fatigued only having a couple hours of not being in the sim and not driving.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the 24 hours race. I lucked out. I'm lucky enough that my duel's tomorrow. I was out snow plowing all last night and I didn't get home till 6 a.m. But so I get the rest of at least my duel.
But anybody can. Now it's go time. Once that green flies, I think it's gonna come down to man and machine.
Man and machine, a little bit of luck, and know where the run's coming.
Or should I say, it takes the right combination between man and machine to try to win this thing now. But racers in the chat, let's all root. If you guys are watching at home, or fans of the VBR Racing Network, VBR Racing, you guys need to be rooting for the number 81, because that's our car out there this week for this big event. And we want to see our car representing VBR in the big event in a few weeks. Well, we're back underway. Green flag is in the air. Back to the gears we go. Can you go, Daytona?
Big gap here behind the top four there. They need to get it all hooked up here. They're all jumping to the bottom here. A little bit of run. He's going to try and give that air push to 13 there. Oh, look at Logan with the side draft on the 5. He's really, that's going to hurt him at least a little bit. Joe Hudson quietly worked his way up to the top.
We're not being biased. We're telling you guys who we want to win, so it's not really being biased. Especially if it's your car. Am I right there? Being a team owner?
We're just calling it as what we're seeing.
No, because how I said I want the 81 to win. I'm not really being biased. I sponsored the car. We sponsored the car at VBR Racing Network. So in a way, we want our car to do good, but we also want to see our car in the big show. Am I right?
Absolutely. Here's your 3 wide. We got some 3 wide in the back here. They're trying to make a third lane here, trying to make some ground up.
Yeah, I do, because it is go time. So now it's now or never. Look for some more drivers here to try to join up and try to get this thing moving. Jorgensen right now in the best position. If Dalton makes a mistake, Jorgensen can try to get this thing taken care of.
Big check of oh please, they gotta make it out. They make it all out. There was a big checkup in the middle line there.
Well, guys, we missed it today because of my PC crap. Our stream crashing. We were going to be doing our crank it up like we normally do once a race, but we did not get to do it today because of our stuff having issues. But don't worry, tomorrow night we will have a double crank it up. You heard me right, a double crank it up. Means twice as long.
Make sure you do a crank it up from that 84 car tomorrow.
No worry, it'll be all over the place. Well, race fans, it is that time now, as it's getting to be go time. 6 laps to go, Daytona, race fans. Now, I'm seeing all these fans stand up. We're all over the place because they know it's about to get real Racing in Daytona.
Yeah, business is picking up. It's getting very intense right now. I am seeing very aggressive bump drafts right now.
The intensity's picking up so bad, Anthony. I can hear it. I can feel the intensity from here in the booth.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we know what's on the line tonight. Getting to go represent your teammates, your brand, and all your sponsors in the main event. For a shot at a good wad of cash.
Oh. Wow, they all made it through there. There was a lot of there was a big checkup in this inside line here down the backstretch, and a little miscombobulation there, but they all straightened it out, saved it.
Well, guys, looks like right now it's gonna be Guerrero, Andrew Davis now in the mix, Jacob, Samitha, Nate Biggert, Tyler Dalton, John Hammond, Mark Gretchen now, and no, that's Mark Jorgensen and C. Ritter. Anyone has a shot right now. Inside the top 10, you have the best chances at winning this thing.
Oh, Kevin Brown moved to the inside line to get in front of Brandon. He's got to run. He's coming. Right up to the back of that 81 VBR car. You got 3 Sim 500 guys right there. Watch them all work together. Oh, the pushing.
And one WBD Dyke and VBR car between another Sim 500 guy. Tyler Dalton and Jorgensen will go up to the top. Take the lane, take the runaway.
Watch Chad and Kevin here. Two teammates at Sim 500.
We almost had trouble with turn 2, but they save it. I'm surprised they haven't gone 3 wide yet, coming to 3 to go this time by.
Look at Joey. Joey with the comeback of the race here.
Oh, they're wrecking. We are going to overtime. And Daytona cautions out. We will have overtime. So Anthony, while we're getting ready to watch the replay, do you want to kind of explain the overtime rules a little bit?
Very simple here. If it's the same as Sim 500, we have up to 2 attempts, green, white, checkered. Got to make it back to the white flag. After that, next flag ends the race. We get 2 attempts, and that's it. Hopefully we can behave on 1 attempt.
Anything can happen, though. Because once that white flag is in the air, it's every driver for themselves.
The gloves are off.
All gloves are off once that white flag waves. Well, let's go on board Michael Strickland to see a little bit of what happened. This would be almost like a nowhere to go situation, too. Think about it. This would be like a nowhere to go situation for Ryan Went. Happened right in front of him. He had nowhere to go. Actually, let's go on board Ryan Went. 95. Let's watch on board the 95. See what happened. Nowhere to go for the 95. And they wrecking behind him. Let's watch one more time. This time, let's go on board with Stryker.
Yeah, it looks like Stoney just tried to get out of that line, get to the bottom, and there was just no room there. Unfortunately for the 95.
Oh, Michael Strickland just gets through it. Caution's out. Hey, guys. We don't get much time to break down replays here really anymore because, especially with these big fields, it's hard to break down these big replays, especially when that big one strikes. Am I right? That's the toughest one to break down. The big one. Well, who's ready to get some extra racing in? I bet the race fans are happy right now because they're getting extra racing. The virtual race fans, they're getting extra racing today.
A little extra is always a little good.
Especially when you're there in person and you don't want the race win. You want to have another. You want to watch them race all day. At times that's not just but that's not the case every time. Now on this restart here, who do you think's gonna try to make the move first and try to take this thing 3 wide?
The first ones I think who are going to make the move, I think Kevin or Chad Coleman, Kevin Brown or Chad Coleman are going to be the first ones to make the move. They're aggressive move makers at the end of these restrictor plates, and hopefully they just need to have good help behind them. Watch them try and link up pretty quick.
Why, thank you, Crystal. We will also be live here again tomorrow night for coverage of the second duel to set the inside lane, to set the inside row as well. Oh, we had someone blow up. That's not good. Can you try to find who that was that blew up for us so we can try to see who blew up and get a word in on that? I don't know about you, Joy, but I'm ready for February. I'm ready for February 15th. How about you? I mean, Anthony. I'm ready for that week. I'm ready for the weekend of Daytona. How about you?
Mike, I'm sorry. I could not find anything. The admins had to pull me real quick and ask me a question.
Good with me. Race control has to do their job too, am I right?
Absolutely. They're doing a great job calling this race up there in the tower.
Well, here's Robert Church for you guys. In the 05 machine. Chop Shop driver as well. Or, as I like to call him, Churchy. We like to call him in the Chop Shop, guys. We like to call him Churchy. Robert Church. Look for him to try to maybe steal this thing too out in the 25th position.
All right, here we go. First attempt at a green-white checkered here at Daytona in dual race number 1 for the Interleague 500.
Indeed there. Right now, if you're not in the top 16, you better look at trying to take this thing 3 wide and get yourself in the top 16 because you only got 6 miles to do it.
Big checkup on the start here. Someone did not start in the right gear. That was a classic case of starting in 3rd or 4th gear right there.
Oh, we got trouble. We got one wrecking on the inside wall. We stay green, though. Oh, no, they're wrecking again. We go to overtime number 2. Our second final overtime here, Anthony.
That was all caused by the restart there.
And yeah, it was. Hi, let's go take a look on board with Robert Church and see what happened. This is What Happened Replay presented by VBR Racing. Behind the scenes look of how we set the replays. This is on board Robert Church. Yo, Robert Church has a good view of everything. Robert Church, nowhere to go. He was involved heavily. And that's what you call a nowhere to go type situation. What do you think on that one, Anthony?
I think so. So, Mike, I went back and looked at that restart. He was actually in 2nd gear. It was just the guys behind were trying to anticipate the restart, and he just went late in the box. So that was just a classic case of guys trying to time it out right?
That's also
So that
his
was
choice to go whenever he wants to as a leader.
absolutely. So that's as a racer, you try and time it out, but he just chose to go late.
Well, tough to see a bunch of good cars damage and maybe going to the back next in a couple weeks. And to the LCQ as well. Bunch of good cars to the LCQ tonight.
As of right now, Michael Strickland holds the 16th spot, and it's the last transfer position into the main event.
So as it stands yeah, that is right. As it stands right now, we can't show the transfer line, but Michael Strickland is the last transfer spot right now. Now, could all change with the big one. Because we're anticipating that one to probably happen within the next, what, mile and a half probably? This mile, 3.5 miles probably? What do you mean, Jersey guy? There's only 2 of us. The Pats fan, Michael Bollinger, myself. Then,
Or does he just know that I'm from New Jersey?
might be. Probably by your accent. Of course, you got Anthony Calatoni as well in the booth tonight. Tonight's race, though, has... you guys can all tell, too. Mike Biggert, he's always in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed truck or car. Have you ever noticed that? No, Tyler Dalton, he's automatically in. Because since he set the pole in qualifying, he doesn't have to race anybody. He's racing for the prize money of winning the duel. That's why he's racing today. Tyler Dalton is locked into the pole no matter what. Am I right, Anthony?
He is, but I understand Kevin's question. So he's asking if Tyler finishes in the top 16, would it actually be whoever finished 17th would be locked in. But
yeah, you're right. So Brian Fine is the cutoff line.
We're gonna look into that.
That would make sense though, because Tyler Dalton is locked in. He doesn't matter if he loses or wins; he'd still be locked in. So yeah, it would be whoever's in 17th at the line.
So I did just get confirmation if Tyler does finish in the top 16, it will go to 7.
Who confirmed that for you? The race controllers?
Yes, sir.
I figured that anyway, but it's always good to make sure, am I right? So we don't spread false information.
Yeah, but I don't spread fake news.
Well, they know it's you. Tomorrow night, we come back here to Daytona International Speedway. Wednesday night, Chopping It Up podcast ARCA series presented by VBR Racing at America's Heartland, Kansas Motor Speedway. Then we come back here a week from today, finish up the qualifiers. Then from there, we head to the main event on Signature Esports. Well, we only got 2.5 miles. We only got 7.5 miles left to decide a winner. Who do you think might take it here? Once you get to the green, we'll have 6 miles left of racing. No, 5 miles left of racing.
It's hard to try and pinpoint because one move just can cause a cluster of a wreck. So I think Kevin Brown's going to be the guy to beat because he knows very well how to block the runs and the lanes. But like I said, you gotta watch Chad and Mark and even Joey. Joey's a fantastic restricted plate racer, but we're coming down the short chute here and coming back to the restart box.
Indeed, we're and it's your restart, bud. Well, we're back underway. Green flag back in the Daytona. The
That's the
thundering.
second slow restart through that box. But they got through a lot easier and a lot better that time.
Indeed there.
But you see Tyler all up on the bumper of the 93, and Mark is right up on Tyler. That's what they need to do. They need to get all hooked up, get that run down the back. You got Kevin DeBrown right now with a slight advantage. He's not quite clear of the leader yet. You see they're trying to get the gap in between the cars. Don't want to get too close with the air.
Well, you might need to finish this thing out for me because...
they're touching the leaders. They're touching, banging. Look at Nate on the bottom here. He's going to come out ahead. Well, we've taken the white flag, so whatever happens is going to happen.
Well, it looks like we're switching more over to radio style now because our our sim decided once again it wanted to have the internet bug bite it. So, Anthony?
All right, well, we are 3 wide going down the back. Nate on the bottom. Kevin DeBrown in the middle. Tyler on the outside. No help, but here comes the 13 behind Tyler. Mark York is in behind the 93. They are pushing.
Hold on. We know the video's frozen. We're trying to fix it. It's the sim being the sim. We got
a wreck behind.
But yes, we are going to finish this thing radio style.
Coming to the line. Chad Coleman will take the victory over Nate, and they wreck at the line. Big wreck here at the line.
Well, we knew it was coming, didn't we?
And they saved it for the end. So Chad will take the $25 prize for winning the race. And since Tyler finished 6th, it will go to Ryan Wendent, finishing 17th. Will be transferring into the main event.
Indeed, then. Wow, this was a crazy one indeed. When I say crazy races are crazy sometimes. Once again, guys, I'm sorry about what happened on those final 2 laps. I was trying to get everything fixed. I won't be doing the big race anyway. Anyway, let's go and talk it over with our big winners here today. And one of them, our big winners today are going to be Chad Coleman. But first, we're going to talk it over with someone that has been sponsored this week. Mark Petersen Jr. Mark Petersen Jr. Mike and the boys in the VBR booth. Got a copy?
Yeah. Well, who we talking to?
Your sponsor, the guy that you.
What's up, man?
First off, congratulations
How
on.
about that race, man?
I was about to ask you the same thing. What was going through your mind, knowing that you had a sponsor that was watching you close tonight?
Oh well, I that's the first time that I've ever had anything like that take place in all this iRacing stuff. So I definitely appreciate you for reaching out and letting me run this scheme. Man, where did we start? Almost last. I felt like I was the last pit stall on pit lane. I think I started like 35th, 36th, something like that. But no, man, I knew that I just had to be methodical to get towards the front half of the field. And once I got up there, I was able to make some moves, have a good green flag pit stop, some guys wrecked. I was able to cycle me out a little bit further towards the front. And after that, man, we're just trying to take care of the car just to make sure that we could be in the big race in a few weeks. So really cool to
indeed there
Yeah, really cool to be able to at least advance, right? It was kind of, always at these plate races, right, with a handful of laps to go. It's just everybody's getting all they can, a lot of movement, and things are going to happen. But fortunately, we was on the right side of things.
Mm-hmm. You're on the right side of things is all that matters tonight.
Oh man, I'm tell you what, I think I had a little bit of front end damage. I think we tried to time one of those restarts, and I mean there was a big old accordion on the bottom.
Twice.
Yeah, I didn't see my hood pop up in front of me, but it said that I had some aero damage, and it's like, oh man, well, it is what it is. This is what we get to battle with to try to win. Man, I tell you what, I was really, really looking to just kind of work with Tyler. I was going to be committed to him and just shove him to the victory if it worked out that way, just so I can finish second. That way, I could have started third in the big race, right? But hey, man, we finished fourth, so I mean that's going to start us what, seventh, ninth, something like that. So I mean, it'll, hey, that's I made I screwed up yesterday for qualifying, right? I didn't look at the race day information. I looked at the Group B qualifying, and the Group B qualifying said 2 o'clock was when it was going to start. It was going to be 4 hours long. So I get home, get the computer all fired up, about to lay down my qualifying. It's like, damn, Tyler already won the pole. Like, what the heck? So that's when I went to the race day information. I saw that it was Eastern time. So I felt bad for that, right? That was my mistake. But to be able to capitalize and at least put race my way in and put it in the big event, I can't be any prouder. So uh again, man, I appreciate you for putting this car together. I appreciate you for reaching out to see if I'd be willing to do something like this, man. That's pretty cool, man. I greatly appreciate it.
I greatly appreciate you being willing to work with us this week in this
Oh, absolutely,
series.
man. We was looking good. We was looking real good.
Yeah, we were. Anyway, Mark, congratulations on your finish today.
Well, I appreciate it.
Good luck in the big race, bud. You got
Oh
anything
man,
for
I
me,
can't
Anthony?
wait. Oh, you
Uh,
got something for me, Anthony. You
yeah.
know you got.
Just I mean, I'm up here in the booth for this race,
Right.
Mark. You got any tips for me for tomorrow night? How did this thing drive tonight?
So I mean, yeah, I mean, whether it's loose or tight, I mean, you know how to drive these things. You're no moron behind the wheel, but I don't know. It felt like I didn't take tires at all this race. So I mean, there was a few times, if you put a little bit more wheel into it going into three, you definitely felt it get light. It wasn't nothing like kicking sideways or you had to turn the steering wheel to the right, but you just, basically you just got to that point when you was turning on the entry to three. You just had to hold your wheel there and just let the car do whatever. But
Right.
the I mean, you know how it is, man. The top groove is quick, at the initial start or the restart for about 2 to 3 laps. And then the bottom gets really, really good. And then the guys up top will start figuring that line out again, and then they start making a charge. But
Yeah, that's
you
what I
gotta
was
have
noticing
help.
during the race.
Yeah, you gotta have a lot of help, man. If there's only two cars up top, you're not gonna do anything. It doesn't matter how much you side draft. Guys were being very conservative. If they was a third car in line up top, you got to be really close to that guy's bumper to let the air shove everybody to make any forward progress. But there was a lot of guys that were conservative, and hey, that's by all means. They're trying to you know do whatever they need to do to get the best finish they can. But yeah, man, there was a bunch. Yeah, I mean, outside lane did good on the start. The bottom lane would take over after about 3 4 laps, and then the top lane would come back. But you get a lot of cars in that bottom lane, Anthony. You're gonna go to the front, I promise you. So hey, man, use that mirror, toss them nice blocks, them calculated blocks, and just keep that car up front, man. You know how it is, man. You get back there mid pack or further on back, it's no, you don't want to be back there racing them squirrels. You want to keep your car up front, just give yourself a better shot, right? But
Absolutely.
another thing also, man, I don't know if you paid attention or to this scan of Daytona or whatnot. That pit lane entry, man, that commitment cone is way
It's all the way down
close
to
to
the wall now.
oh
Yeah.
my good. I'm telling you, man, so I was a baby back whatever coming to pit lane, on that green flag pit stop. And I hit the line right at 60. And there were some guys that were plowing into Joey and whatnot. So I don't know if they just kind of miscalculated that or whatever. But yeah, just be careful for that line, man. It sneaks up on you.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Michael. I said I've never seen this many guys, and I know a lot of it's not normal guys, but I've never
Right.
seen this many mistakes coming in the pit road like this before.
I mean, it was wild, right? I know that me and Joey was talking, and guys were wanting to go an extra lap, and I was like, man, if we go an extra lap, there's going to be basically the whole field is going to be on pit lane. And anyway, so we pit one lap early, and I can't remember the car that Joey said it was a Bucky's car that plowed them doing about Mach 100 or whatever. And anyways, you just hope that it's not a guy that's in Discord, right? That's the one that makes a mistake. But hey, it happens. Joey was in just about every wreck out there, and he was able to get up towards the front, and we was battling coming off the floor, and I think I was turning Kevin to Brown, but he wheeled it off of Joey's right side door, and I think it kind of tossed Joey around a little bit and whatnot. But hey, I think Joey still transferred. So I mean, he might be a little bit upset, rightfully so, but hey, everybody transferred, so that's all that matters.
Well, anyway, Mark,
Absolutely.
congratulations. We'll talk to you after the. We'll talk to you. Hopefully, I get to talk to you as the feature winner.
Hopefully.
So I'll be watching.
All right, Michael, I appreciate you. Anthony, take care, buddy.
All right, Mark.
Now here he is, race fans. Chad Coleman, our race winner. Chad Coleman, Michael and the boys in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Chad, you start pretty decently, and tonight you play spoiler. What were your thoughts on that one?
Survive, and if it presented itself, win the race.
Indeed, there. Well, not only did you survive, you won the race.
Yeah, it's nice when a plan comes together.
Yeah, it is. Always nice. Anyway, Anthony, what do you got for him?
Well, Chad, as I was watching this race, and I was watching how you guys were trying to line up and try and guess your team strategy. It looks like it may have got almost derailed a little bit on that green flag pit stop. Did Kevin get a speeding penalty going into that first green flag stop?
Yeah, he was way too fast. I got on the brakes early, and I thought I was gonna be real good. I thought I come in too easy. And then I get to the line, and I'm at 75, and I look up, and Kevin's still hauling ass. I was like, "Yeah, you sped."
That's what I said in the mic. I'm like, oh, looks like Kevin's going to be doing some time in the box. But you guys rebounded really, really good. Teaming back up after getting some cautions there. Kevin got back on the lead lap, and what was the strategies just to try and work your way back up through the field there at the end?
Honestly, man, that was it. Like once I think I was sitting 6th or 7th or somewhere back in there, and with about 10 to go, and I was just like, right here, just try to get locked into the race. And then there was some stuff happened on the back straightaway. I think the one got the apron, and we had to let off for that. And I was like, oh, we're in trouble now. But then they get jumbled up down the back, and hell, I passed like 10 cars down the back straightaway, and we get to turn 4, and the leaders are all jumbled up. So I picked Kevin and hit him, and then I go from like 18th to 4th in the process of maybe a quarter of the track. And man, it's crazy the way this stuff plays out. I hate this draft package. I don't know what the deal is with it, but it sucks. But it's what we got, and that's what we got to deal with. Maybe it'll be different, if we get a hot, slick daytime racetrack for the 500.
Yeah, that's what I was saying during the pre-race. From the difference from qualifying to this, the speed was just going to be so much more. The grip was going to be there since we're at the nighttime now.
Yeah, man, it's grippy, and then with track position and stuff is so important, and then you got fuel that's really close. It's a lot.
Well, I'm glad that you came home and you took the money for Sim 500. So Is there anyone that you like to thank?
Thank all the guys in the team. With tonight was me, Beasley, Kevin, Tyler. Thank all of them. Thank James Collins for painting this car. Glenn's probably going to want to kill me because I probably should have been driving the trans service car, but I wanted to wait until we were in the race to start driving that car. So we'll break that out and we'll run the race with it. Whenever it is, I can't remember when the race is. I think it's sometime next month. But we'll do that, and then of course we'll watch some of these other races. I think a bunch of y'all are in the ones tomorrow with you and I believe Wesley. I think Josh Parker's in it too. So we'll show up and spec watch that. So we'll do all that. But yeah, thank all the admins from all three leagues getting together and doing this. I think this deal's a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll see it grow more for next year.
Absolutely agree. It was great watching it, and it was even more fun calling it. So congratulations.
Yeah, man. If this driving thing not work out for you, Cell spinning out of the lead and all, you'd make a good announcer.
Indeed, there. Well, I just gotta ask you, what's going through your mind as a racer when you're getting ready to take care of business on those final laps like that?
One, like I was telling you, it's just you want to survive. Try to put yourself in a position to not get wrecked, and then if it presents itself, try to win the race. And it did. Kevin came down to side draft the leader out there, Bigger, and when he did, like I was coming up a little bit right there to get just let the car have its way off the corner, and I didn't know Kevin was coming that far down, and I hit him in the left rear, so it got him loose. And then it put Tyler on his right rear, which kind of screwed all that outside line up. Not by, didn't mean to do any of it, but then it put me in a chance to, come off to, be able to clear that middle line with a push from Joey, with him and Beasley being behind me. And it got me clear right there. And then as soon as I put air on the right rear of Biggert right there, it was over for that. Just put the air on him and stalled him out.
Indeed, there. Well, yeah, congratulations on this win, man.
Yep. Thank you.
Here he is, everyone. Our runner-up in the O2 will be Mr. Nate Biggart. Nate Biggart. Michael and the boys in the booth, got a copy?
I gotcha, Michael.
Well, Nate, you do it again. You take care of business yet again.
It's what we do with the turtle machine. We take care of business.
That's what you have to do. Take care of business.
Yeah.
No
Good run, man. We just wanted to transfer into the big one, and we got it done. Actually got a good starting spot. It'll be good to, be somewhat up front. The racing was much cleaner up front and less hectic, so hopefully we can keep it there for a little while in the big race.
Let's hope you can, because, well, Nate, you did take care of business. You started sub-shotgun like you normally do, but you found yourself back up front yet again. How do you do so good at that?
I mean, it's just about being methodical as you go, taking care of the car. You really, in these races, you really don't need to race until there's 10 laps to go, honestly. That's when you really want to start going. But I was fortunate to, I just rode in the back, save fuel. And just like in real life, and if you save fuel, it makes a huge difference on your pit stop. Coming in, I was probably like 20th. Coming out, I was second, just by saving fuel, shortening up that pit stop, maximizing pit entry without getting black flagged. And that was what got me up front right there. That was not the race winning move, but the, P2 move of the night was just pit road and using that to my advantage instead of having to pass all those cars on the racetrack.
Indeed there. Well, Nate, you take care of it. You do good. Anthony, got anything for him?
Yeah, Nate. Just watching you come through all the way up through the field tonight. You made some really good moves there just to try and work through the field, and then At the end there, seems like there was. I'm not going to say there was some restart games being played, but looks like the restarts were slowed down a little bit. What do you think about there at the end?
Yeah, they were definitely changing up a little bit, but you got to do that. You know, you got to do something different each time, or else people are going to know what you're doing, and they're going to use that to their advantage, and it becomes your disadvantage. So I understood, some different strategies inside the restart zone. I was lucky enough to not get a black flag on one of them when I was on the front row on the outside. I thought Vincent had gone and he hadn't, and luckily I didn't get run over from behind because that was on me 100%. I started to go and he hadn't gone. I had to check up. And then the following one, he just was gonna go on green by the looks of going into the restart zone. So I just got ready to give him a push as soon as we hit the end of the line, and it worked out good. It did make us dead heat with the outside because when you wait to the end, they know you're going at that line also, because that's the latest the green is going to come out if you cross that line. So it did even things up, but it worked out, man. I didn't need to win this race. I just wanted to transfer. That's the big thing. We all just wanted to get to the big show. There was a lot of cars signed up for this awesome event, and we did what we needed to do tonight.
Did what you
Very-
needed to do. Take care of business. Anyway, Nate, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I just want to give a shout out to Petersen family for sponsoring tonight, and Chad for bringing home that $25. He did a great job.
Nate,
Also, I'll give some more shout outs just to you guys in the broadcast booth. I'm gonna go back and watch it tomorrow while I'm at work. Look forward to it. I know, Michael, you've been really getting into this and having a good time with it, and I enjoy watching your content. Shout out to all the leagues involved in this event, all the drivers. It's really exciting to be. This is the first time I've ever done something like this, so it's just fun, exciting, bringing people together. We all love sim racing. So yeah, Chop Shop 802 Sim 500. Thank everybody involved, all the admins, everyone that put this together. Congrats to all my fellow Chop Shop guys that made it through tonight, and we'll be cheering everybody on tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a good group in there to keep the Chop Shop family strong in the final race. And just again, thanks to the Petersen family. And that's it. All the fans watching, my number one fan always out there watching. Love you, Mom.
Nate Bigger, everybody, comes home. Bridesmaid. Just one moment here, guys. We're still facing some technical difficulties, but we are still going to finish the show. Hey, Anthony, what do you say we talk it over now with Logan Kruger, our third place finisher today?
Let's bring him on up.
Logan Kruger, Michael and the boys in the booth, got a copy?
I sure do.
Well, Logan, talk to us, man. What's your thoughts on this one tonight?
It was a fun race. I had a lot of fun. It was an up and down night for me. I had to start around 20th, and at one point I was all the way down to about 34th. Then after the first pit stop, things really turned around for me. I was able to get a lot of track position and had speed the whole night. Just needed things to kind of fall my way. And there at the end, I was doing what I could, took them 3 wide and had the momentum, and seas kind of parted for me there coming to the checkers, and I got third.
Do there well. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta be patient, and sometimes sees part for you to steal a win or steal a podium spot. Hey, Anthony, got anything for him?
Sure, Logan. Yeah, watched you come through the field there, and I was hoping that a Sim 500 guy. I hope we were going to take all 3 spots, but we almost came close. But yeah, you drove a fantastic race. We were watching you all race, and um, how'd you think pit road felt coming for the green flag stop? Or you were able to pit under green, right?
Yeah, I was. It was easy and smooth for me, but I know Joey got run over coming on the pit road. It can be a really tricky thing. It just depends.
Yeah, that's what we were seeing. We saw I at least saw a lot of pit road mistakes that I usually don't see. But I know we have a big mix of guys in here from three different houses now. So so anything could have really happened. But yeah, you avoided trouble. I think all race, and you you uh you lucked out there at the end, like you said. You found something to get you to the top three, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's not very often you can come to Daytona, run third, and have a 0x. So I'm pretty happy with that and pretty pumped about it. Like you were talking about the pit road deal, I think that'll come in play in the 500 too. But you just got to be real careful. It's just you got to back it down early and not overdrive it going in.
Indeed, there.
So
Well,
is there
Logan,
anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, just everybody who puts on this league, the 802 League, 7500, and also Chop Shop's involved with this. Everybody's doing a great job. It's a great event. I look forward to the 500 miles and maybe getting the big trophy at the end of it.
well, Logan, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You can root for the 84 tomorrow.
Hopefully we can get you in there too and get you in the big show.
Anthony, you got any closing thoughts here tonight before we wrap everything up?
Just a couple thoughts, I guess. It was a fantastic race, fantastic call, and one of my first sim racing that I'm actually calling the place for. But a lot of things going on. Learned a few things, I guess, for tomorrow's race, and we're gonna try and put them together. But it was a fantastic night for all of us at 802 Sim 500 and Chop Shop for this event. I can't wait to see what tomorrow's going to bring, and I can't wait to see the LCQ in a week's time, and then that big 500-mile race in February. But
Indeed, there. Neither can I. It's gonna be a fun one. Where, Anthony? I bet you can say you learned a little bit more what goes on behind the scenes besides just watching everything when it's all said and done.
absolutely, I was telling Joey when I agreed to come up here, I go maybe I'll have the broadcasters luck. Usually when drivers are in the booth, they use something good usually happens the next day. If I remember with Blade, he's usually in the booth and then wins the next day. So maybe I'll continue that streak tomorrow.
Well, anyway, Anthony, thanks so much for joining me. But before we go, race fans, let's take a look at our race results. On the Chad Coleman, Nate Bigger, Logan Cougar round out our podium. Mike Jorgensen Jr., Richard Basley, Tyler Dalton, Kevin DeBrown, Joe Hudson, Vincent Grill, Tanner Brown, all round out your top 10. Rest of your finishers on screen. Once again, guys, so sorry about anything that happened tonight. We were facing major technical difficulties today. I'm going to have to probably take my PC apart tonight and see what happened. Well, from all of us at VBR Racing, thank you so much for tuning into the Interleague 500 Dual Race number 1 presented by Petersen family. I'm the past Michael Bollinger alongside Anthony Calantoni, saying so long from the World Center of Racing. Good night, everybody.